Welcome to the Brown Nosers Podcast, where dreams are made and laughs are had. Positive energy abounds. You and your colleagues, where bullying is not only permitted, but encouraged. Oh, you guys are peasants. Okay, first one is don't say anything racist. I guess we kind of like half failed that, so we'll put a little half mark.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everybody. It is me, Silas, the host and CEO of the Brown Nosers Podcast. How's everybody doing? Just
Hold
kidding.
on, I have to introduce myself.
Yeah.
You did last time. You don't have to introduce yourself every time. All right, for the people who care, this is
the CEO of the podcast. It's me, the Lord and Savior of the podcast. Better than the CEO.
That is not true.
And I'm the treasurer
Noah.
of the podcast. Oh, yes, he's Noah.
Yeah.
I am nameless.
Nameless?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Well, look at these shoulders. We're going to start off with these.
I'd rather not.
If you will notice, one of our colleagues is severely underdressed, so I guess you're on
As he's
board
always.
of review for the beginning of the night.
I heard business casual.
Do
Well,
either
you're
of us
wrong.
look casual to you?
Yo, you're probably not wearing.
Tell me how casual
I
you
guarantee neither of you are wearing
Here,
dress
you-
pants.
We don't talk about what goes on underneath the sauce.
Exactly. It's all about what stays above waist level, all right?
You think
Agreed.
newscasters wear pants?
Of course
I don't
not.
ever see their lower extremities.
All right, we're already getting off on a tangent. So the topic of today's discussion is why does everything in 2022 suck?
Yes, this is going
I
to
know what
be
you're saying.
an hour-long discussion.
We can drag this on for an hour.
Well, shoot. Let's start at the beginning. Unmute yourself, Silas. There you go.
He's still muted.
He's still muted. It's on the back of your microphone.
Did I actually mute myself?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. Other than that slight little
Professional podcast.
mishap.
All
It's
13. We just
professional,
lost
it's
all
professional.
13
We should
subscribers.
we shouldn't have said anything and let him go the entire podcast.
It would have been funnier.
Oh
I
yes.
explained the secrets of the world, how to fix 2023, and we miss it.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you the most secret hidden knowledge ever. Are you ready?
This is important stuff, I'm telling you right now. So, to understand what's happening, first we have
Let
to
me
start
tell
at
you
the
something.
beginning.
I just absolutely hate.
Man, I know how you feel. I can't stand.
Hey, if only you did that much in the last one.
I don't even have to edit that out. I did it myself.
Hopefully I did it. I think I pressed my button, but we'll see.
Well, now let's get on to actual topic. How are we going to fix 2023? To fix 2023, we first have to understand 2022. So therefore, we have to start at the beginning. When God created the heavens and the earth.
Yes, in
Going back a
2022.
little far there.
Yeah, you're right.
How about we
We'll
go
jump
back to
forward
where
a
it
few
all
thousand.
began?
No, that was
Before
2022
COVID-19,
BC, right?
2022.
The year
Yeah.
was 2016.
When was COVID
Everything-
invented?
We're gonna have a new BC. It's gonna be before COVID instead of before Christ.
That's the real BC. Oh,
Ridiculous.
I think. Oh shoot, we've already failed rule number 1.
We have rules. What?
Off the bat.
What?
Zoom in or whatever. I can't see.
Yeah.
What are those?
What are these rules?
Oh, you guys are peasants. Okay, first one is don't say anything racist. I guess we kind of like half failed.
What?
That, so we'll put a,
Since when can't we be
You can't
racist?
prove it. You can't prove it. You can't prove
that's
it.
true. So don't say anything racist. No rape.
All right.
Shoot, now I gotta edit that out. Fuck. Okay, somebody timestamp that.
Yeah.
That's your job. You're the editor.
Like,
Talk about volleyball teams without clothes on. That's the only other thing we have.
Wait, that's a goal or a keep away from?
A goal.
can we go to a game and just as a
Even
field
though
trip?
If we go to a Wisconsin volleyball game, I'm taking that picture on a poster.
Is Wisconsin is that like the team to be? Or are they like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders of volleyball or something?
No, that's the team that got exposed.
Oh, look, okay, tell me the
something?
story.
Heard about this?
No, tell me the story.
No, please tell me. I don't.
The entire Wisconsin volleyball team got leaked.
By who?
All their tits are out.
Did
All
they?
of them. Every single one of them.
Like, is it like all like this girl one photo, this girl one photo? Is it like they're all standing up like they would be doing for a team photo, but with their hand on their hips, but they're all naked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly
Why
what
would
it
they even
is.
have?
Are the
this?
coach and
Why would that even be?
are the coach and the manager in it?
Hold on.
Because that'd be funny too.
No, I'll pass.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm a
Silas
professional.
is a professional.
We'll put it on our OnlyFans.
Professionals don't have
Yeah,
that. Okay.
right there.
For our 4th subscriber, we're gonna show you a whole bunch of naked other people.
Yeah, that you can probably Google if you really wanted to.
Ourselves.
Kara said she's gonna make a whole bunch of Patreon accounts to get all of our stretch goals.
Really, there's only one. My entire shop is super excited about you drinking the entire gallon of ranch dressing.
Oh, so send us
I love how it went up to a gallon.
You know I'm gonna be vomiting like crazy. I'm never gonna drink ranch again after that.
How much does a gallon of ranch weigh?
Probably the same
Honestly,
as.
that's a lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be able to keep it down.
Is ranch heavier than water?
Are you stupid?
Is it?
Is cement heavier than water?
I don't know. Is it? I don't think it is.
Does a pound
That's
of
why I got
ranch
the brain,
or a
that's
pound of water weigh more?
What's the density of cement versus the density of water? Let's see.
I don't know what the density is because you're measuring a solid versus a liquid. But
Well,
your
cement is a liquid
water
as well.
weighs 7.5 pounds per gallon. I think 7.5. A gallon
on.
of cement, you're probably looking like easily in like the 20s.
Sounds right to me.
Like, imagine if you filled up a cinder block full of ranch dressing.
12 pounds. So it's 12 pounds for a gallon of cement.
All right, there we go.
So it's really not that much heavier than water.
Okay, what do we learn from this? We literally went nowhere.
That's your.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
Linus
We never
Tech
accomplish
Tips.
anything. We dress up, we get ready for a beautiful discussion how we can fix humanity, and we get onto a tangent of how much does a gallon of cement weigh.
But there's a guy who made an entire TikTok channel based around that premise of just random
Guess what?
facts that no one cares
And
about.
who's he?
Everyone cares
Not
about.
us. See, everyone, that's not us. How much does a gallon of ranch weigh? Go ahead and look that up.
A gallon of ranch? Okay.
Okay.
Y'all hold the conversation while I
Oh,
look this
trust
up.
me, I got a dime piece to hold this one down.
Oh yeah,
We're
send
gonna
it.
discuss the drama of last week's episode.
What drama are we starting with? Because there's a lot of drama.
To begin.
No one's like, screw this ranch.
There's no metrics on how much a gallon of ranch is.
Somebody's out here measuring cement in gallons, and then they're like, how much does ranch weigh? That's a shame.
8.34 pounds for a
So it's more
gallon
than
of
water.
ranch.
It's more than water.
It is heavier than ranch. Is heavier than water.
We all knew that, but thank you.
For the people. All right, back to topic. Austin, please explain yourself.
Yeah.
Well, what are we starting with? We starting with audio issues? We starting with
No.
issues?
In the comment section.
We starting with Kevin Samuels. We starting with
Right
my.
now.
Are we starting with my
he's trying to
ex-girlfriend?
dodge the
We starting
question.
with.
If you're watching this right now, go back into the comment section of the last episode. All right? There you go.
There's a surprise for you there. Out of nowhere.
Is the comment pinned? That's the real question.
I didn't do anything with it because it was right on the edge of sexual harassment. So I left it how it was.
He's gonna hit with the old.
I was
See
like,
no evil,
Oh.
do no
I'm
evil.
sitting there reading it like
Don't see nothing. Don't say nothing.
I'm not endorsing
I
this,
liked it, and I was
nor
like,
am I-
damn.
I was almost gonna add something to it. It's like, yeah, same.
Oh, you should have. You should have.
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna do that after this now, just to see if we can get some more reaction. 'Cause that was fun.
We probably could.
Yeah, Megan, if you're.
Whoa!
Whoa,
They,
dox-
whoa,
no doxing.
whoa.
No doxing.
Her name is on the comment. Okay.
True,
Okay.
There's no
It's on the
point.
internet. Megan,
All right.
if you're out there, we want to have you as a guest on the podcast.
Please no.
All right, now that the gaslighting section is over, it's time for the news.
No, now that we have some blackmail over Austin's head, we have a lot more leverage in this company.
Yeah.
You ever mess up?
My segment. I was gonna add a whole little edited
Go
bit
into the
there.
news.
I was gonna add. It's ruined. I can't anymore because I had a whole edit.
Run it back.
And run it back to the news.
This week, an entire volleyball team got their tits exposed on the internet and became the laughingstock of an entire country. Because of it, Wisconsin had to turn the comments off of all of their social media. Back to you. Now, hold on. Now, I think Minnesota is officially better than Wisconsin. Back to you, Minnesotians.
Hey, Minnesotians here. Not sure why that information was relevant, being we talked about it not 10 minutes ago. But that's not my problem because I'm the CEO, not the CEOO. The only problem in this company is Austin explaining last week's drama.
I think we already got past it. Now we got to move to something.
I want more. If we get 8 Patreon subscribers, we'll delve into the lore of how that situation began.
Oh, we can get all the lore, and it will probably have to be longer than our normal episode lengths.
Damn, there's a lot of lore there.
There's a lot of lore.
See, guys? Bonus
I don't know
episode.
if we should be
Bonus.
doxing ourselves relationship-wise, because I'm probably going to lose that battle.
True.
No,
True.
you mean win?
No. Austin will lose that battle. I think Austin's got probably the craziest.
Wait a second.
I'm
Get close to
in
get
a
close to the camera,
super
Noah.
healthy relationship right now, and it's awesome. I couldn't be happier.
How long has
Yeah,
that
with your
relationship
right
lasted
hand.
for?
It's been a couple months at this point since we started seeing each other.
What's the
Wow.
average length of time that it takes for a relationship to go south?
I believe it's 2 years, sir.
It's about 6 months.
Oh, my bad. My metrics were off, sir. Sorry, sir.
How long did it take for yours to go down the drain, Silas?
About 45 minutes.
After he got married.
No, marriage was the final stone in the coffin. All right.
Stone in the coffin.
I couldn't think of a proper
It was the last.
analogy. It's all right, bro. I just work out and cry. Just normal man stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's why
get
these
over my
lat
problem.
spreads get big. You can tell a man is depressed when his vest doesn't fit anymore.
I
Look
think
at that thing.
I think it's
It's
just
hanging on
goals.
for dear life.
You just buy clothes that are too big for you, and then that's your goal for the next couple of months. You just got to keep working up.
I'm into XLs and I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm happy or sad about it.
That's why I buy extra large condoms, because I'm
gigantic,
trying to
so you
get
should
there
be
eventually.
Wow. That information.
I'm working
It's
on
just
it.
leaking out.
Leaking out. No.
I have a Magnum in my wallet, and I
Why?
let it kind of fall out when I'm paying for bills, even though I've never used it.
My bad.
Yeah.
My
I let
bad,
it slip out.
sir.
My bad, brother.
Go, bro. Don't touch hands.
Yeah, and in reality, when I get home and there's like, hey, did you bring protection? And I was like, yes, of course. I have it in the other room. And then I go get it, and it's not a Magnum.
Yeah. Your protection is your AR-15.
My protection is
It's
my
my
Lord and
Bible.
Savior, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
It's my Bible in my closet.
It's your bulletproof vest.
Your what, Kevlar helmet?
Yeah, so ladies, if you're out there watching, your boy average, as they would say, just the right size.
See this?
Propping
Does
my
this
feet
look
up.
average to you?
Yeah, no, I got big muscles.
You got gigantic arms. See, not everything he's got is small, ladies.
Yeah.
Be thankful for what you do have.
I'm all
All right. So, back to the original discussion. How can we fix 2023?
Oh, that original discussion.
Look,
Okay.
this is what's
15
happening.
minutes, we're getting to point number 1.
That's
This is what's happening.
that's the way it should
It's
be.
going in a straight line. We get caught on a tangent, and then we curve back into the straight line again.
Yeah, it's like Naruto.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
So everything in 2022 sucked because everybody's pandering. Excuse me. Everybody is pandering to one person or another, right? Hey,
Sure.
Austin needs this. Noah needs this. I say we should just stop caring about people in general.
Yeah.
You're
was
gonna buy
gonna
the
say
product because you want the product. All right.
My tenants here.
I gotta look in there to see them.
Dude, I don't know what the hell you just said. What product are we buying? You're talking about a consumer market? Is that what we're
boy,
talking
yeah.
about?
Now it's time for this.
This week's sponsor,
Sunkissed.
Oh, gosh.
I think that's a little bit too big. I don't think we can.
I guarantee you.
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Well,
I couldn't see us.
Is Sunkist owned by Coke though? Because that's the thing. Because I don't know. It easily could be.
No, it's Pepsi. It's Pepsi.
Oh,
It's Coke.
Well, I don't know which is bigger actually.
Oh, watch this. Our today's sponsor.
Not after the
Facebook. Yeah, we're sponsored by Facebook and Amazon.
Just by mentioning that company, you have brought ruin upon this
Facebook,
podcast.
Facebook. Sponsor us. An algorithmic robot's gonna be like, yes. Give them money. And then tax them for it.
Or they.
I really don't have anything else that I can run as an advertisement.
Well, we'll save it until we figure something out.
Until we actually get sponsors.
Let me show you all my award that I just got. Okay, my accolade. This is crazy.
His business meeting that he was late to the podcast for.
Put it to the camera.
Yeah, bring it close.
Tact.
I'm doxing myself.
I can't.
Tag T.
Tact. Wow.
I read that like a military act.
I know, right?
Tag T because of tact.
Yeah, Tact T, bro.
Tact T, bro. Tact T.
You tactical air traffic controller.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I didn't even realize we were getting stuff for it because we've been in school for the year, and finally they're starting to throw stuff on us. And we're like, wow.
Well, they paid for your entire trade school, so.
Absolutely. And then a whole bunch of people from our boss's boss, the top of the notch, came in over the last week and stuff, and we've been implementing some crazy stuff at work.
Yeah.
Wild.
So how many dicks have you sucked since then?
About 8.
8? Dude.
We're implementing some new crazy stuff at work. Now we have Toyota branded tire irons
Oh, man.
instead of generic Walmart.
But we already have those. But
We can talk. Oh, I've got something to talk about. Why the hell are Tacomas so expensive?
Bro, man. I know, man. I'm trying to buy one.
Easy.
I'm trying to buy one right now.
I'm like, Tacomas are so expensive, I'm trying to buy a Tundra. That's how bad it is.
I know, right? You might as well.
Better off. It's 50 grand.
Here's the
For
reason
a
why.
Tacoma.
Here's the reason why. Tacoma is the perfect size truck. Changed my mind.
Well, it can't pull a 30-foot trailer like a camper.
It's
Okay. How many people have a 30-foot trailer?
Look, man, that's some people's
If you
home.
have a 30-foot trailer, you can afford a Tundra.
People live in that, and they probably are broke. It's smaller than a single wide.
No. If you have an actual quality 30-foot trailer, and if it's a 30-foot trailer that weighs less than like 6,000 pounds, which most of them do, you're chilling.
No, they're like
Tacoma's gonna pull that.
they're like 10 to 12,000, I think.
Gentlemen,
you're talking about like, what do you say, no?
A camper.
Gentlemen, I know the real reason why Tacomas are so expensive. Because they're trying to take them out of the price range of insurgencies around the world. Can you imagine the market devastation if Al Qaeda started buying Ford pickup trucks instead of Toyota pickup trucks? They're like, damn, this thing broke down again.
No, man,
It's on the side of a sand dune.
they only used the 1990 tacos, and now they're using the Hiluxes.
No. They
have
are
a whole
using new
lineup of
Hiluxes.
brand new Hiluxes
though.
and Tacomas.
Who gave them that? Biden?
Probably. Actually, I can't say that.
I need to know political stuff, Mark. Okay? Look, the reason Tacomas are so expensive now is I work on them all day long. They have crazy technology. It's really cool.
So you're saying you brought up their value because you've been working on them, and you're the sole cause of the price increase.
That insurgencies are having more trouble buying them. They're like, we gotta buy less AKs, man.
So when you're
We need more
working on them,
Tacomas.
are you thinking, man, this would make it a whole lot easier to mount a ATGM on the back of this, or maybe a 50 cal?
It's way harder. Because everything now throws a check engine light.
Yeah, this roof rack, this ain't for your bags and luggage. This is for a 240.
It comes
Stuff is so
automatic when the
annoying.
dish come out.
New cars are so obnoxious now because the California Board of Emissions, which is basically, it's like we're sitting here and they got a gun to the back of our head just at all times, and they at all times, anything we want to do that's cool,
Yeah.
they're like, wrong.
Dealing with the board of
they're like,
commission
hey, let's
sounds
get more
really
horsepower.
cool.
Cut that shit out. No, it's the fact that everywhere else in America, we can have almost anything we want. Especially here in the state where we're in, where we have a zero emission zone. Like, we don't care about emissions whatsoever. We can have no cats. We can be straight pipe. Nobody gives a rat's. But because of those California people, the way they have to make vehicles now, they have to have less emission output across the whole spectrum. Which makes vehicles less cylinders, less horsepower, and they're electric now. And it's like the most boring.
The sitting on California fall under being racist? As far as the rules go?
No. It's not racism. That's like classism, probably.
Yeah, it's classism for sure. Because like buying an electric car now is like $40,000-$50,000.
I'm totally for classism.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's no way to dodge classism. As long as there's a market where people can, buy stuff that they want, there's going to be classism. Because let's say you want a $50,000 Tesla. Boom, that's classist. Because now, minimum wage people can't buy that.
Well, minimum wage is now like $15. It's like $17 bucks.
I make less than minimum wage. It's like $75 an hour now. I'm gonna go work at it. Yeah, that's how you know the world's gone to crap. Is when I have to go work at a McDonald's because I make more money there than I do as a professional mechanic.
When you have McDonald's workers, unionizing. When you have McDonald's workers unionizing, you have a kind of a societal problem right there. In no world should McDonald's workers be.
I want to see
whose idea was
McDonald's workers
to unionize.
Imagine you got to go to college to get a trade school certification for McDonald's. You're a fry tradesman.
I don't know.
I'm a chicken bather tradesman.
Hey man, this is going to be most of our viewer demographics. Oh yeah, for sure.
McDonald's worker, you're not welcome here.
That is not true.
They're all wearing AirPods, working back there in the kitchen these days, and what they're going to be bumping? The brown nosers.
That is not what's
as long as you're playing the brown nosers
Hell yeah.
And advertising,
we support you, and we will get you rich by our 100th episode.
That $15 an hour straight into our pockets.
Yes,
I promise you,
our Patreon.
Minimum wage now, or is that just most companies' minimum wage? Because I don't think federal minimum wage has moved.
Oh no! I think Alabama will still be at $7.25 an hour for the next 200 years.
They're like, you can eat, congratulations.
Ramen is like 50 cents a pack. Congratulations, you're surviving.
You can live in the woods. That's
you can go buy a tent for $100.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they pay us like
water.
Nothing. Oh my god! But this is our viewers. Remember, this is exactly how they look.
Ain't no McDonald's worker gonna actually. They have $15 an hour, so they might be able to afford a suit and vest.
McDonald's workers can now live in their own estate with their suit and vest and just. They have their triple monitor setups, watching the brown nosers. They have no extra things going
screens,
on.
Of course.
Yeah. They probably just have it pulled up while they're working the drive-thru on their second monitor up there. That's probably what they're doing.
He's got the one AirPod in. They're like,
oh yeah.
Can I get my order? He's like,
all right, let's spice
what you want,
gentlemen? Let's spice it up.
What are you doing now?
I want you to guess.
Remember, you have to bleep out anything you say. So watch your mouth.
No words spoken.
We're a podcast. We need words spoken. It has to happen. Not everybody watches the video.
You're gonna do good, and then boom.
Oh, you know what?
Hey, you can't show that. You can't show that.
That's not deep enough.
Don't laugh. You're blowing my ears out. See what y'all can get if you subscribe to our OnlyFans. Yeah. That's cash money.
Do you take?
Well, I'll unblur that at 100 Patreons. Are you gentlemen ready for this?
I guess so.
What are you doing?
Oh,
we can't see anything.
Is this tic-tac-toe?
Tic-tac-toe.
Or is this hashtag whiteboard?
Tic-tac-toe, easy. Bottom right. Nothing to it. X bottom right. Yeah, X bottom right.
All right.
You can barely see it. There we go.
All right. Put a P in the top left.
Austin, don't pretend like you can win this. I literally cannot lose tic-tac-toe. See? Watch this. Put an X, put an H in the middle.
An H.
Stop putting the dogs out for free. You're ruining our
I
monetization.
can't only do so many things at once.
Put the mic down. Nobody cares about your input.
You're
an intern right now.
We need a darker marker.
Okay, which
do you have any?
I stole this one from work.
Do you have a permanent marker laying around?
On my whiteboard?
Yeah, you can get it off. There's ways.
Put Microsoft Edge in the middle.
No. That's too much work.
Put HP in the middle then.
Okay.
I'm just mentally remembering where all my moves are.
All right. In the middle right, draw that S that we used to draw in middle school.
Super S?
Yes.
I think somebody online said that was some kind of like...
Yeah, this is racist now. So now, there we go. We've broken our rule.
No, finish it.
How do people even figure this stuff out? They're like, oh, that's a cult symbol.
Pay attention, kids. This is important history.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. This is a reenactment. This is not a racist maneuver.
Yeah. Sure.
Just saying.
I fucked it up.
It's all right. We can't see it anyways.
Okay. Next.
All right, well, let's see. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. That means, oh, that's totally easy. I'm going to go bottom left, put a large G for top G.
All right.
This is easy.
All right.
That brings us to the sponsor of this episode, Andrew Tate.
Whoa. I'm going to mute my mic when I clap. Hey.
No, you got to go full volume.
In the top middle, I want you to write a prime number over 50.
A prime number over 50?
Yeah.
He's old school. He don't know that. Pick 55. You're good.
Yeah. Okay, we're good.
You're getting a number.
I just took a big math class and I'm sitting here blanking.
Yeah, math for Marines.
Respect.
No, it was for my my aeronautical degree. All right.
Aeronautical, okay.
Mad respect.
I'm actually
my last
not doing
one
it in
to win
favor
the
of
game.
economics.
My last one to win the game is top right, and I'm gonna put the
I think that's taken, isn't it?
the largest number you can think of. 36.
7.
Oh.
You get a 7. All right. And I'm going to put a.
You know what?
I'm going to put a.
Wait, what do I win? I just won.
Yeah, Silas, you definitely won. Hats off to you. Well game of Tic Tac, bro. And we'll be playing this again probably never.
Anybody won. I don't think anybody won.
bottom left, middle, and top
obviously
right.
Silas won.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm the CEO.
We'll do the
I'll
one
fire
with the
both
top
of you right
G.
now. Okay, so
We
what
need
did
a
I
new
win from that?
topic. You win the choosing of the next topic.
Oh, that's truly wonderful. I actually have the thing just here. And that leads me into the ninth sponsor of this episode, Xbox.
We can't keep doing these sponsor bits. It's got to be special when we do it. It's
Okay,
got to be shocking.
all right. Then if I don't have any sponsor bits, that means I have to make a normal skit. That means I gotta kick my feet.
We
up.
don't need a skit.
You're going to shake the camera.
That's okay. All right. I guess that brings me back to my most original topic.
I guess we could talk about what made 2022 suck.
Yeah, the one thing I tried to get in common the whole time. And I think about this all week and I'm like, how much does a gallon of cement weigh? Cheerleaders
Don't
with
lie.
their shirts off.
That was carrying the podcast.
Oh, yes.
True. What am I doing here? I'm just throwing out stuff that needs to be talked about. I mean, I'm trying to fix the country and y'all are just trying to make jokes, all right?
Well, to fix the country, what's step 1?
Step 1, stop caring about things. Everyone cares too much. You're like, this, that. Honestly, is it going to change what I have to work on tomorrow? Absolutely not. Is it going to change what I'm going to eat in 30 minutes? Also no. Do gas prices affect me whatsoever? No, because I'm financially broke, so yes.
Because I walk to work.
I cry sometimes in the shower. How does that have anything to do with fixing the country?
Oh, Silas, you're a mechanic, all right? Do you know how to convert vehicles to water power?
hydrogen power. You
Don't
want?
say it. You're gonna get assassinated the next day.
Yeah, like, actually.
The guy walks out of the back room.
So I'm gonna say right now,
he's been in the closet the whole time.
No.
So we already have hydrogen cars. The Toyota Mirai is really cool, but it's hydrogen. I think they call it osmosis, which is where you take the electron from the hydrogen and you make electricity with it. That's not cool. What we want is combustion, hydrogen combustion.
I witnessed a hydrogen combustion forklift, and it might have been the loudest
There's
thing
no
I
way.
have ever heard.
It had to have been a natural gas forklift. It couldn't have been a
I'm
hydrogen.
pretty sure it was hydrogen.
There's no way. Hydrogen combustion is not a thing yet, because
You sure?
every time that somebody figures it out, collapsed, washed up, dead.
All that stuff we did on Space Engineers is fake.
For now. Yeah, you're talking about natural gas, which I think is butane and propane.
I don't think. I mean, I know my buddy made a. He had this 1971 Ford pickup
Don't
truck.
say it. He's gonna get blasted.
Yeah, bleep his name out.
They're gonna find out who your buddy is.
Oh no! We'll leave him out. But you know who you are, buddy. But he converted his 1971 Ford pickup truck with no bed in it. I remember going out, and he literally parked it in the middle of the desert, just in the middle of nowhere, and then he would go work on it in the middle of the night. No one moved it because they thought it was just abandoned, old, rusty car.
That's the way to do it right there.
But he converted it to propane, but his fuel source was an actual full-size industrial propane tank that he drove around in the back of the pickup truck.
How much meth was this guy on?
Was it propane or was it hydrogen?
It was one-wheel drive, and it was either all power or no power. So you just go around peeling out and like on base too.
That's how one-wheel drive works.
And
right
then
there, baby.
he would argue with the people that pulled him over. Like they would pull him over and they'd be like, "Sir,
He'd be like, what is this?
You have a bomb in the back of your pickup truck." And he's like, "Oh, it's legal in Arizona where I live for." I got plates for it in Arizona, and they checked it and said it was safe.
How old is this guy?
You could hear that thing crank up from all the way across space. I remember going to Arizona with this man to go, we'll say, camping. We were going camping during the 4th of July, and on the way down there in the middle of the night, it was like a 10-hour drive. I had to survive in this man's pickup truck with him. And it would just like randomly cut off, no power steering, no brakes, no nothing, just cut off. He'd be like, "Oh, my razor blade must have jiggled out." He's climbing out of the window, opening
Razor
the hood
blade?
while we're moving. He's like, "You got to steer for me. The brakes don't work." So he opens up the hood of the truck and starts like jimmying with stuff and messing with stuff, and then he pulls some shit out of the dashboard, blows on it, reconnects 2 new wires, and sticks it back in, and the truck comes roaring.
Yeah, these are the kind of people that bring their cars into my dealership, and they're like, "I need you to fix it." I'm like,
This is the man who
there's no fixing this, buddy.
who, while he was homeless, found a falcon on the side of the road and adopted it. And then when he got,
Nursed
it was
it
like
back to
3
health?
warrants out for his arrest. And so when they pulled him over, the cops pulled up, saw a full-grown falcon with a perch in the passenger seat. We were so dumbfounded at this, took the falcon and left, and left him alone.
They don't want anything to do with this guy.
This
guy's something is majorly wrong with this dude.
Hey, no.
I got
He
another
sounds like a
story.
crackhead that gets shit done, and you gotta respect it.
He had a 99 on his ASVAB.
Whoa!
Yeah, probably
Well, okay,
I
so-
think the second highest in the entire DoD, if I remember correctly.
So what is the scoring? How low does it go and how high does it go?
Well, 0 and
Yeah.
then 100.
If it's 0, you are. You're like Austin at that airport.
Wet
Afraid
airport.
of Skywater.
Oh yeah, that time.
What do you think I would get realistically on my ASVAB?
You got a high GT score, so because you're very generally technical.
What's GT?
It's your general technical.
Okay.
It's like
My
you look at
general
a picture of a wrench, and if you write wrench, then you get a point.
Yes.
I'm like overthinking it.
No.
What kind of wrench is this?
I would say realistically, probably between 70 and high 80s.
I
Thank
scored
you.
a 55 when I was a complete
Oh, yeah.
retard who stopped studying
Yeah.
in sophomore year of high school.
Silas is only half a retard, so
True.
You would probably
So
score
my-
really well
on
in your
my-
GT. And in the Marine Corps, you can do anything with a high GT score.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know, but I don't think I could be a Marine. I want to be a stuck-up, cocky son of a bitch.
Hey, now.
No, I'm saying Marines are good, but I'm saying I want to be a cocky son of a bitch, and the only way for me to do that is to be an officer in the Air Force.
Marines. Yeah, we're all full of ourselves.
Are dumb and they're invincible.
Yeah, but we're still we're too dumb to know we're dumb. You know what I'm saying?
No, so what doesn't make sense is how. Okay, so I'm talking about the grunts of the grunt Marines, the signature crayon eaters. You're in welding and what'd you say, aeronautics. You aren't really a Marine anymore.
For 4 years.
I know. So I'm saying you used to be about as intelligent as a gallon of cement.
No, I actually had a job that required me to have a very high GT score. I don't know why.
I think you've done a lot of stuff that's actually.
I think they think because they hand you a computer with a missile attached to it that it requires some kind of.
I would pray that the guy with the brain has got the missile. You don't want to give that to the 0 score, dude.
The javelin always made me super nervous because it's kind of. It does its own
where
thing.
The javelin wants.
Yeah, the javelin does what the javelin wants.
Might be on you, might be on him.
Like in the training sims, you would fire it and it would just kind of do whatever the javelin wanted. It was like an 80% hit chance, but there was like a 20% chance that it was going to lock onto a church or an orphanage or something. just random. All the Taliban has to do is make the heat signature for the church the same as the tank, and then every orphan is screwed.
That's funny, man.
That's horrible. So, what are all the things you did as a Marine? So I remember your first attempt when you're going in, you thought you wanted to do like.
Recon,
recon and marksman.
Yeah.
And then, of course, trying to get exactly what you enlist for is like 99% impossible.
I don't know anybody.
My recruiter screwed me over. Basically, I got your contract, man. It's an 03XX, and then you get to ITB, and you say I want to be an 0321, and they'll take you. And it's like, oh, cool! I get to go to boot camp 3 months early. Whoa! So I went to boot camp and I got the 03XX and I went to ITB and it was like, all right, yes, you can request to go do recon, but that's only if there's seats open and you have to be an 11. But they didn't tell us that last part. So when they came around and the slick 52 guys who were like the nerds, which was my MOS was 0352, but they walked up to me and it's like, hey, you see all these other monkeys? Yeah, they got to walk. On top of that, they have to carry their gear. What if I told you that I had a job where you didn't have to do either one of them? And on top of that, you get a machine gun, you get 2 missile launchers, and you get to consider yourself an intelligent person.
You get to feel good about yourself.
And so
that
sounds cool.
I have bragged on you quite a few times on your tow gunning and all that sorts of cool stuff and rocket launchers.
It wasn't that special.
But from an outside perspective, that's pretty damn cool. Like,
From an inside perspective,
higher up.
Stuck at 29 palms.
Stuck at 29 palms. I got to go on machine gun ranges twice, I think, and all the field ops that I did, we only got ammo on 2 of them. And then the one time we did get a bunch of tow missiles because we bribed the regimental gunner. It's like, hey, okay, you got any stuff you can give us to train with? Because we never get trained on anything. So, yeah, I got 135 expired tow missiles. They were good in the 1970s. They only expired in 1976.
1970? Yeah. 1970. That's expired.
Well, now I know this sounds a lot crazier to me but I'm going to explain. Okay, so tow missiles have a shelf life, and when the shelf life goes, it means the launch motor expires. So what happens when the launch motor expires is it detonates instead of propelling the rocket out forward. So you're sitting there,
the head, but it doesn't launch.
And your head is right, like the missile is right here. Your head is right here. So when it detonates, it just takes your head and sends it that way.
Your head goes to the target instead.
Yeah. So you're nerve wracked the whole time, just sitting there. It's just gonna go off. Am I gonna die? Lord. And it was like a 20-30% chance. Like 4 of them blew up on us. And then we just stopped shooting because either they were failing or they just were blowing up on us. So we had this Kevlar blanket that we wrapped around it that kept your head intact, but it still like bent your neck and sent your helmet flying. You couldn't even strap your helmet. It was just too dangerous.
See, Austin, aren't you glad you're in like a decent Japanese airport?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Noah's the one who taught me out of going into the infantry.
I did?
Yeah, man.
I thought you said you wanted to be a dog handler.
I did,
Back when
man.
you first talking about it.
I want to be a dog handler.
How can I be a dog?
Yeah, man.
I'm like, dog? You need dog handler? He's like, sure.
I had the same thing as you. I had a 58XX contract, though. And it was basically the same story.
And they was like, yeah, we'll let you be a guard of dogs.
Yeah.
And what they actually mean.
And the dogs were...
Look at dogs every once in a while.
Dogs were people. Basically, we're going to send you to work at the zoo.
Actually, at the second military prison I went to, they did have dogs there that were for canines for service, so they actually went to veterans. And the prisoners trained them.
See some dogs.
No, the prisoners trained them. I just had to watch the prisoners train the dogs.
So you got to see dogs.
Yeah, I saw a couple.
Would you say it was a good deployment?
Sure, in North Carolina.
Military, you gotta love it. See,
Yes.
I've almost gone into the military twice now, and I was on the brink of going. Every single time, it's to an officer in the Air Force. I'd be going to the Colorado, what's it called? They have an Air Force base in Colorado where they do their college training for jets. And I wanted to go into the fighter jet program because I'm like, an F-22 Raptor would be pretty cool. An F-35 Lightning II would be pretty cool. And then I looked at the success rate for the actual pilots to get through. I was like, 2%.
Yeah.
But Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, bro.
I know, but like you think about the 2,500 people that go in and 8 come out, you're like, So what if I did all that college learning, doing all that? I know I'm really good.
You gotta fail your mindset. Jocko would be disappointed. Now
Jocko's podcast is underneath us. Jocko, look it up. Jocko's podcast is beneath us. All right, Jocko, if you're listening, you're washed up.
No
You're
one
not even
cares
sponsored
about
by
your
Amazon.
rhetoric anymore.
Yeah, bro. Everyone knows. Work hard.
Yeah.
Winner's mindset. Let's go. No, the real reason is I don't think I could leave my wife for 6 months to go to basic training.
Hey, just
You're
give
an
it
officer.
just give it another year of
her to the
marriages.
class.
Your tune will change.
Well, I still have to do basic. I still have to show that I'm.
Good,
If you're going in as an
OCS.
officer, do you know what your basic involves?
How do you mean? Like the.
You get a coffee machine in your barracks room.
And you get Sundays off.
I'm pretty sure, no, in the Air Force, the barracks rooms are separated and you have full complexes.
Yeah, you probably have a
You're
maid
not all
too.
sleeping in the same room like the Marines. The Marines are like stacking you on top of each other like Lincoln logs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to sit in a very specific
Y-
way.
The
y-
Marines
know-
all have different rooms.
Silas, you
So
know how
it's
big a
everyone
twin
has
bed
a room.
is?
A twin bed? I used to live on one.
Yeah.
That was laying
All
on
right.
the ground for
Imagine
18 years.
half a twin bed.
It's called an only child bed.
And that's what you
It's called a
sleep
hammock.
on.
That's not a hammock.
Yes.
It's a mattress hammock. And aren't they beating y'all down for like not making them in the morning?
Oh
or whatever?
yeah.
Well, no, you get bullied pretty much for 2 hours in the morning. You wake up, I think at
Physically?
4. Yeah, I think we woke up at 4, and then it was 2 hours of putting your pants on, pretty much.
Yep. Now put
I
your
don't even
pants
know how
on.
to explain
Now
it to
take
you.
your pants off. Now put your pants on. Now take them off slowly. Now take them off fast. Now bend over and take them off.
I feel like I would enjoy it, but there's a lot of stuff where like I don't want to be like having this when you're stuck in something that's like really dumb. I would have a hard time just being like.
It teaches you that you can do anything for a certain amount of time. That was the one thing I think I got out of boot camp is that reinforced in A&S was that I can do anything for 2 weeks. Okay, I can do anything for 2 months. Okay, I can do anything for 3 months. Okay, I can do anything for 8 years.
How long was MARSOC?
MARSOC, like A&S, ITC, or what?
I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff's set up.
Yeah, bro.
A&S,
The one
so
where you
there's
had to work your body so hard that
that's
starts
ITC.
deteriorating.
So
And
it's
how hard is that on a scale from 1 to 10?
ITC,
Harder than anything you and I have ever done.
extremely difficult.
Like a good workout sesh, or
So
like
let me
every
talk you
morning I
through
wake
my.
up and I run a log down the road over top of my head.
Well, actually, yes, but let me talk you through a day of ITC. Okay, so you wake up at about 4, and then you basically you just go immediately. You got like 15 minutes to get outside. You do a 2-hour workout session, a 2-hour PT, whether it be a really intense 00 course or
2 hours
rolling around the grass. Yeah, and it's a pays to be a winner workout. So whoever wins gets a little bonus. Usually it wasn't carrying the log. So then our classroom is 1.7 miles in a direction that we have to like run to, because you have to run everywhere you go, to the chow hall, back from the chow hall, to class, back from class, to go PT in the morning is like a 3-mile dead sprint with the fastest tack that's there. And then he's like, that was only a 16-minute 3-mile pace. You guys are all fat and disgusting and lazy. but then after that, then you go to, so after your PT session, you go home. You usually shower. Don't change because you got to go to class. So then you'll go straight to class, which is 1.7 miles. We had an 800-pound log that we had to carry between our squad, or our
How many people were carrying this 800-pound log?
Only 8 fit under it. So each person had 100 pounds plus their 70-pound pack. Yeah, plus
the blood is draining down into your body.
Yeah, plus the 70-pound pack. So then you go down there.
Good Lord.
You spend about 3 hours in class, like falling asleep, depending on. We were working on like radios and stuff in phase 1. I can't talk too much about it, but we were doing like radios and like medical stuff and a little bit of like squad stuff. It wasn't really that intense. And then you run back for lunch. You grab the log. You run the 1.7 miles back with the log. You get back. And then you have lunch, sprint back to the barracks, grab the log again, head back to class for the afternoon, go back at the end of the day, and then at about 4:30, you have another PT session. So then that lasts till about 6 to 8. And then whoever wins that one doesn't have to clean the entire squad bay. So then at that point, then you go to you get homework, basically, at 6 to 8. Then you go work on that until 10. And then you go prep your gear until midnight. Then you go to sleep at midnight, wake up at 4, and then you do it all over again for a month.
So,
oh my God.
Sometimes there would be a lunch PT as well.
You were just getting worked to the bone the whole time for 40 days.
Was it carrying the log what started doing your legs in, and the failed doctor's visits?
No, yeah, it was definitely the failed doctor's visits. I think I was running. We were running a little bit too much, and I must have hit it on something because it just randomly started hurting, and then I just refused to believe that it was broken.
Probably started splinting, and then the doctor was like, "You're chilling. Get back out there, pick that log up."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then you start doing other stuff.
It feels like a sharp pain in my both legs.
Then after 2 months, you go straight into squad tactics, which is squad.
Now that's the fun stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Like the phase 2, which is technically phase 3, is the shooting package. And it's like 8 weeks of just straight shooting. Like you're just doing shoot houses.
I wouldn't even want to shoot that much, honestly.
Is that the one where you're doing the combat operations?
What?
The one where you're talking about you're doing combat operations. I don't know if you were using airsoft paintball or like
sim rounds probably.
Yeah, that's when I was in MAP platoon. I had a chance to do the Master of Soldiers course.
So remember you saying you liked that kind of stuff.
That was awesome.
You're actually running ops.
Yeah, we
that
absolutely
sounded so cool.
Bullied the Raiders. I managed to sneak past a dog, which I am still to this day kind of confused about. The dog didn't notice me at all. Walked right past me. Had no clue I was there.
Probably because you smelled just like him.
I like sat down in this mud puddle, and I like covered myself in mud and like sticks and stuff. I rolled around and made a little makeshift ghillie suit, and then they were going in to raid a house. And I was sitting there waiting because I was watching the front door that I knew they would go in. And I'm watching them, and they stack up, walk right past me, and go stack up at the door and begin their raid. And then my job was to follow them in the door that they walked in, because they probably weren't going to pull security on a fast raid. So then the dog was like stepping on my legs as it walked over me and didn't notice, which they thought because the dog didn't hit on anything outside that they were safe. But little did they know I was there, like Gilly in the mist. But then I ran in behind him, and the instructors looked exactly the same as the Raiders. They just didn't have guns, and they had a little chem light on the back. But I was wearing a paintball mask, so I couldn't see anything. So I walked in, and the first person I saw wearing a high-cut helmet, night vision, a flak, and cries, I like tore into the back of his neck, just like from like me to the wall, just. And then he starts cussing, and he turns around and goes, "What the fuck? I'm an instructor." I was like, "Sorry, man." I just reloaded and moved on to the next guy. And it was
that's
funny.
horrible.
I got bullied for it in my second go around of ITC. I was a team killer.
See, that sounds like so
But hey,
much fun. But also, there's so many situations that are just
it's
like,
fun until you're
I'm
there.
not getting stuck in a Japanese
It's fun for
airport
10
2 days.
minutes and then boring for 2 hours. Like, yeah.
So
see?
that's how we fix
That's why I don't
2023
know if I could do it.
is we just send everybody through ANS and ITC and then we're good.
If every person in America went through boot camp, the country would be 10 times better. Because they'd be like,
We
yeah, I
probably
don't
have
know
like
now.
a 4 or 5% mortality rate, honestly.
I think people are too fat
That's what I'm saying,
to
man.
make it through boot camp.
America does have an obesity issue overall.
I think that'd be
Die.
a problem.
Not right here.
We're all pretty buff dudes.
Austin, how much do you weigh?
172.
Oh my God, you're the exact
Well, I'm
same
like
weight as me.
I'm like
exactly
8 inches
I'm
taller, so
172.
you're a little bit more filled out than I am.
8 inches.
Yeah,
8 inches taller?
yeah. We know you're all
Maybe
5'3".
size. You're dirty long
I'm
cock.
not 5'3". Look at me next to this door. See,
You're
I'm
right.
not 5'3".
That's 4'8".
I got 12 foot
See, let me
ceiling.
get off my chair. Yeah, this 18-foot ceiling. I actually do have 12-foot ceilings. It's
I just wish your wife would walk in as soon as you got to the door.
She's like scraping her head on the ceiling. Yo! Yeah, I have a step ladder
it's
to
like
kiss her
a
at any
Chihuahua
given
mounting a
moment.
pit bull.
I've seen it done. Not in Mexico.
Oh yeah, y'all, you and our special guest, not gonna say his or her name.
Yeah, future special guest.
Feature special guest. Y'all went to Mexico and went
Oh, yeah.
scuba diving.
That was the
And I was like, what? Said person just went
Yes.
scuba diving? This person was so hard to go get to do anything that costed money. And now he's like, oh, scuba diving? Easy. Throw it out there. Money? You want some cash?
Dude, scuba diving in Mexico, that was so much fun. So they have these things, they're cenotes, which are clear water pools of water, and that's what we trained in most of the day. And yes, me and Luke both are... bleep that out. Me and this person, we both had like our...
Sorry, they already know who our
Well, we've
guest
talked
is.
about a
We've
few
already
guests. It
talked
could have been
about
Solomon.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I don't know
Exactly.
Which guest is which? A is our next guest, Solomon.
Solomon is
our
also
next guest,
disabled,
Luke?
so if you
Or
want
is
to go
it-
take advantage of him, just DM me for his address.
To get the address, we need 10 Patreon subs.
We'll release Solomon's address.
We'll dox him. He's unable to walk, win, or run.
He just wheels around everywhere.
ridiculous.
Not in a motorcycle anymore.
Does he have a wheelchair, or is he
think he's
actually
on
like
crutches.
He definitely ain't
He's
running.
also, so when he first got
running?
out
He's
of the
so
hospital,
strong. I'm like,
I was like, oh my God, an unnamed person offered to come let him live with him. And it's like, oh, that person lives on the 5th story of an apartment complex with
No elevator.
no, I told him to come live with me because I have a gigantic estate with only one staircase.
Yeah.
I'll let you live in the penthouse on the 100th floor.
Oh,
The
man.
elevator's
I was gonna let him take this my office studio. I was like, hey, come on, let's go. Not even charge you for
I
rent.
don't
Let's
think
go.
Solomon likes us
He's
very
like-
much.
Ah, you're disgusting.
I think he wants to get away.
I think I've given him too many good options. He's like, yeah, go fuck yourselves. No, he's invincible. Like the fact that he can smash both femurs and just invert or whatever, and he can still walk.
I
That's
don't think he was
ridiculous.
walking. It was more like waddling and flapping and crawling
Well,
like a
no,
Black
he-
Ops zombie.
He currently can walk.
Yeah, but he's had time. He's got stuff in his legs.
I know, but ever walking again? I've seen people not be able to walk ever again
Fat
for
people.
way less than that. I know a girl, not saying her name.
Say it.
She's a neurodivergent.
The fuck is a
You heard that
neurodivergent?
before?
Pretty sure I read that
Very
book back in
well
high school.
acquainted.
Superpower. Neurodivergency is. Let me look up the exact.
Actually,
It's
I kinda
basically
do know what that is.
It's self-diagnosis for people who want to explain why they're lazy.
So it's not just lazy. It's why am I? So like I can always say, oh, I'm ADD, whatever. Technically, if you're ADD
You're
or ADHD,
neurodivergent, yeah.
you're neurodivergent. Okay, We'll say I have ADHD. Sorry, I might be a little, if I don't have any dopamine coming in, I might start making my own. Neurodivergency.
I was going to make the R joke. Right off the bat, the first thing I thought of was rule number 1.
Neurodivergency. I can't even. Bro, who's making these names? Neurodivergent. Divergent means off the path or different. Neuro, obviously meaning brain. Refers to variations in the human brain condition or cognition, sorry. For instance, sociability, learning, attention, mood, or other mental functions. So if you have any function whatsoever that's not normal,
I know who you're talking about.
You're neurodivergent. Congratulations.
We should have said person as a guest. And then
After we already added them.
No, I'm gonna leave. They were gonna have to take my spot because I'm not gonna be in the same roof as that. The reason being is funny is a person I know who's gonna be a guest eventually, who I'm not gonna dox just yet, dated this person, and this person, every person that the person that's gonna be the guest dated, turned into a neurodivergent. If you
said a nerd version? Is that what you said?
I'm saying a guy I know, every time he dates a girl, they become psycho. So either he's slinging mad horse, or these bitches are crazy.
No, I definitely had a little bit of experience with this neurodivergency spree.
I don't know who the hell y'all are talking about.
What if people are just different?
There's a lot of different motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're all different, and we're all people. I was about to go into a Dinosaur Train song, but I really think that's inappropriate at this point. No, for 10 Patreon subs.
Dinosaur Train.
Dinosaur Train!
I have not met another person who has the entire Dinosaur Train theme memorized over the age of 7.
That is not something to be proud. That's something to be proud. Look, I learned at the age of 7, and just like
is it really that old?
And Backyardigans.
Because I know Backyardigans.
Yeah.
Okay, Backyardigans is like.
I know the Backyardigans because of you guys. Because that was y'all's favorite cartoon when we were in middle school.
Can anyone remember the Sonic the Hedgehog theme song?
Wait, the Sonic X one? Gotta go fast.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
No, it's gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Gotta go fast.
Faster.
Dude, I love Sonic X. Gotta get the girls around.
The one from, I think it's
you
Sonic
might have been too young to remember
what
it happens.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow my.
No, that's from a game. I think I want to say.
Oh, that is. It's like.
I think it was the second one.
Like that. I can't remember.
You wouldn't remember.
I try to steer clear of the Sonic community, bro.
It used to be cool.
I'm a member of the speedrunning community.
No, it used to be cool, all right? And the movie that they just released,
I haven't seen it.
But the community, look up, just punch in these words and you get off. Sonic fanfic.
I don't want to, just because you said this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to look it up right now.
I won't.
Nah, actually, for 50 Patreon subs, Noah will read a Sonic fanfic. Do you want that?
He'll read it in his sexy voice too. He'll give you the smolder and he'll hit you with the Al Capone sexy voice.
This looks fantastic already. I'm seeing homosexuality.
No, read the first few lines. No. It's definitely homosexual because it's 90% of the time.
I bet you he might be getting 5 knuckles deep in this fanfic. Or he might be getting some tails.
You stole my joke, you bastard.
Read the first few lines
until we get at least 2 Patreon subs.
Okay, so now it's 2 Patreon subs. So
somebody else start the Patreon. I really don't want to edit the podcast and run the Patreon.
Yes, we'll delegate responsibilities after the pod.
Our communication is so spot on.
Well, shit's still getting done.
It's like our communication's about as good as sending a a long-range telecommunication to a satellite in the outer rim of
That's
space.
basically what it feels like
It's
when
4 to
I
5
send a
business
text
days.
message at 8:30 in the morning saying, "Are we filming tonight?" And
Yeah,
then,
so the thing is, I'll take my phone, I'll look at it, I'll be like, I should
Well,
probably.
no, you thought we were supposed to record yesterday after we said, "Oh, I'm at work." Silas is, well, your anniversary was the day before, but we said we were going to do
Yeah.
Wednesday.
I thought you said Tuesday was good, but Wednesday would work better. I thought that was the plan.
Look,
No.
we're all rambling now, okay? We're all rambling. What matters is that we've accomplished absolutely
Exactly.
fucking nothing.
Here,
The
here.
original point.
2023 is gonna
Hurrah!
suck.
We need to answer
2023
the
is
first
good.
point, which was
Okay, finally, I can get some clickbait on this.
I have an
This episode's going to be called How Not to Fix 2023.
There was a
I've already
great
decided.
title at the beginning somewhere that I have to go back and find, but
Run it back. We'll conjure it
No,
and
it's why does everything in 2022 suck? And let me explain. Let me do my final point. If y'all would shut up for 5.
talking to Steve.
Okay.
hold on.
See,
I'm
talking to
respect the talking to
my
Steve.
mic so that I can't add any points.
See, you as well. Watch this, and I got to do this in a standing position because every self-respecting human being will stand while talking. The way we fix 2023 is to not have anybody from 2022 in it. This is where I start going on a tangent and writing a, what's it called, where you have a... You're distracting me. I feel unheard. My wisdom washes upon deaf ears. Large, overweight
Deaf ears indeed, good sir. Get to the fucking point.
Okay, I'm giving my
Oh,
manifesto at this
what
point.
about your obituary?
The only way to fix 2023 is to have nobody from 2022 in it. All right, can you not believe what is he doing, man? We're just gonna cut his whole bit out. See, now our first point that we were gonna dodge, you just ruined.
Look,
the whole
obviously
podcast.
he's petitioning
Sorry,
for
guys.
animal rights in the Middle East.
Mute your mic. You were better. You were better when you were silent.
I edit this podcast. I choose
right.
what goes into the final
Yeah.
product.
Mute your stuff. I'm closing us out.
It's gonna be a
all right? I'm closing
voiceover.
us out. Y'all are no longer part of this. I just want to apologize for everything that ensued today. We really didn't
No.
accomplish anything. I said we didn't accomplish anything. We really just got bad input from my other two. What is happening to him? What are those chest bursters? See, he's still muted. Okay, whatever. I just want to thank you guys for coming out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and subscribe to our Patreon. Where is it?
Yeah.
You won't know yet, but when it is, of course I will
It'll
shout
be
it out.
something original.
Thank you guys
If
for
it's
coming.
not out by the time this episode is
Can I
posted,
close out the podcast without you interrupting? Thank you guys. I'm really good at handling my emotions and my anger issues.
Hold on,
just wanna
I gotta
appreciate
plug
you
our
guys.
sponsor.
Love you.
this episode is sponsored by
Bye. You ate the
Mr.
fucking
Kiss,
stuff.
Amazon store for all your herb grinder needs. Are you tired of having a lame herb grinder when you're smoking herb?
Are you tired of being tired?
Go over to Amazon.com. Look up Mr. Kiss herb grinders. That's all.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We've had a great podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
We'll see you next time on the Brown Nosers. Thank you guys for coming.